And what's good, everyone? Welcome back here once again to Behind the Arc Basketball as we got the last game that I plan on covering for today. We got UCLA versus number 20 ranked Ohio State going down. We're going to tip off in about 6 minutes or so from now. So right now we're just in the pregame currently between these two teams, but hopefully this should be a good one going down here between the Bruins and the Buckeyes. Both of these teams at 5-1 overall. So I covered Gonzaga against Iowa earlier today. We just finished up with Kentucky versus North Carolina. UNC gunning the W, able to pull away late. Tons of falls in that one. As we welcome in, sports expert here, going for Ohio State, Vegas, and Bradley back from the Mod Squad. Connor, welcome in here. Glad to have you on the stream once again, bud. Starting five being announced for both of these teams will tip off in under 6 minutes. Johnny Juzang, former Kentucky Wildcat, now playing for UCLA. Jaime Jaquez, he is off to a great season here for UCLA, leading scorer, averaging just under 15. And also Chris Smith as well, leading three-point shooter in the team so far this season for UCLA. Tiger Campbell leading the team in assists per game, over 7 assists per game for Tiger Campbell this season. And Cody Riley, that's the starting five for UCLA, going up against the Buckeyes. Good news today. Leading scorer, leading rebounder, E.J. Liddell will be playing today for Ohio State. Coming into this one, averaging 15.5 points per game, 7.5 rebounds per game. So E.J. Liddell out there. Seth Towns, the transfer from Harvard, still not available this season for Ohio State. He will not play today. Kyle Young in the front court along with Liddell. Also Justice Suing out there as well. And then in the backcourt, they got Dwayne Washington and C.J. Walker. This Ohio State team, great team at the free throw line, especially between the two guards, C.J. Walker and Dwayne Washington, combining for 32 for 33 at the free throw line. This C.J. Walker is 32 of 33, and Dwayne Washington is 16 of 17 at the free throw line. So both these players combining right now at the free throw line. 54 for 56 this season shooting. Great job for those two players there. This is a good free throw shooting team for Ohio State. They're going to see if they can look to put UCLA into foul trouble. Also, they do not make many mistakes for the Buckeyes. One of the things they have trouble, though, is scoring. That's the problem for them. They lost their last game at Purdue 67-60. They did not have their star due to illness, E.J. Liddell, as he was out for that game. Non-related to COVID-19, but back out for this one. Also, they struggle to defend the perimeter, and that's where I feel like UCLA could have the upper hand in this one. They got a couple good sharpshooters on this team. They don't really take too many perimeter shots. That's the thing, though. Chris Smith, Jaime Jaquez, both shooting the ball over 40% from three this year for the Bruins. So, now I've seen Kentucky's last game before Louisville. Who do they have? Louisville versus Kentucky. Oh, man. I'm still going to stick with Kentucky there. So, 1-5. Still gonna stick to them and just see what happens in a rivalry game. In a rivalry game, all you have to do, throw the records out the window, and you got yourselves a ball game. And I think they know what's at stake for this one. The young guns, they just gotta get whipped up and really just, man, it's just been bad for Kentucky. But for Louisville to win, definitely they're gonna need Carly Jones back. That's the thing. But I'm gonna stick with Big Blue Nation. 1-5. Feel like they're gonna find somehow to do it. Ryan put out Louisville by a score of 100 to -100. Yeah, this year has just been, for college basketball, this year has just been randomly just weird. As far as teams getting blown out left and right to other teams that you did not expect to win games. Tide taking Ohio State down in this one. We welcome him back to the channel. Thoughts about Dayton? They got the W there. That's a good win against Ole Miss. Ole Miss, I thought, would be like a bubble type of team that might make it to the NCAA tournament, might not make it, but that's great for them. Huge win whenever you can get a power 560, 562. And Jalen Crutcher, looks like he did work today for the Flyers. And that's your main player, is Jalen Crutcher, and he came alive today. Let's see. I'll take a look at that box score, because I'm interested in knowing how. Okay, Ole Miss was without Romello White. Oh, no, they were with Romello White. There he is. I found him in the box score. Yeah, he only had 8 rebounds. So he only had 8 rebounds. Dayton, nothing from the bench. Oh, man. Yeah, nothing from the bench. The bench is going to be a work in progress throughout the remainder of the season. Quick scoreboard updates of college basketball. Purdue got a victory over Notre Dame, 88-78. There's games currently going on right now. Baylor is blowing out of the water. Kansas State, 16.5-point favorites. Baylor up by 29, 56-27. North Carolina State playing Campbell really tight. 30-28, NC State. And last game I covered, North Carolina won against Kentucky 75-63. Kentucky was up in the first half, and then in the second half got into desperate foul trouble, and then North Carolina able to capture the lead, get the W. So this ought to be a good one here. Ohio State lost against Purdue back on Wednesday. They get a tough task here. They might lose 2 straight. UCLA in a 5-game winning streak coming out. Opening night loss against San Diego State. Jason liking Kentucky to get the W. Be even sweeter over Louisville puts out there. Man, Bradley's disappointed with me about today. I brought up the comeback at first, and I'm still going for Big Blue Nation, it looks like. Alright, so Ohio State going in the red uniforms for this game. White numbers, white letters. Number 32. Their top player, E.J. Liddell, the sophomore, rising player here for the Buckeyes, is out there. So that's huge for Ohio State for this one. And UCLA heading into this matchup today. Mick Cronin as their head coach. They're going in the blue jerseys with the gold numbers, gold letters for this one as we get ready to tip off. This is going to be at the tip-off circle here. It's going to be Liddell getting ready to tip this one off with Chris Smith as we get ready to tip this one off from the CBS Sports Classic out in Cleveland. This one gets tipped to the backcourt. Buckeyes get the basketball first. Ohio State's going to take it past half court. At the left wing here for the Buckeyes, Justice Suing, the transfer from Cal. Pass over to Kyle Young. Now they bounce past the right baseline. Backs their way for the Buckeyes, moves it back to the top. Liddell takes a 3 straight away, got it. E.J. Liddell, the one they need, the one they got. He is healthy, he is back for this one. 3-zip Buckeyes. 30 seconds through, first possession, UCLA. Tiger Campbell, their facilitating point guard, moves it back to the top of the key. Shot fake, Johnny Juzang. Floats it up, got it. Johnny, 1 for 8 during the last one, but he hits that one. 3-2 the score. Second possession, Ohio State here. Quick start to these two teams so far. 3-3 record in the CBS Sports Classic for Ohio State. And they're 1-1 against UCLA. UCLA is 2-4 in the CBS Sports Classic dating back to 2014. Buckeyes have it right baseline. Second possession, Justice Suing. Swarmed by Smith. Pass out to the top to Liddell. Liddell moves it over to left wing. That's going to be C.J. Walker. Passes back outside to Liddell. Moves inside into the paint. Double team. They lost. That's going to be a foul. He got lucky. That will be a reach-in foul picked up by the Bruins. Clock will stop with 18:48. That is Jaime Jaquez with a reach-in. Welcome back, sports expert. Appreciate the man for stopping them by here. It's going out for Ohio State in this game. Big triple to start out for Liddell. Ohio State going to get the inbound here. Still working on their second possession. Buckeyes dribble to the left wing. Justice Suing. Suing drives inside, and that's going to go. Hard-fought bucket for 2. Contested in the key by Hockey's. 18.5 left to go. UCLA coming off their last game 8 nights ago. They took on Marquette. They won that one 69-60. Bruins, right corner 3. No good off the mark. Rebound Buckeyes. Ohio State has it. UCLA looking to put a statement here for the Pac-12. Top of the key, Liddell takes the 3, no good off the mark. Rebound by Chris Smith. Bruins have it, takes it past half court. Now into the hands of Tiger Campbell. Moves it left baseline. Liddell intercepts it right there. Here goes the Buckeyes transition. Kyle Young lost control of the basketball. UCLA gets it back in the key with a steal. They've got a player down as well. Offensive foul there by Kyle Young. Just too out of control dribbling. And Bruins will have it back here with 2 minutes through. 17:50 left to go. Top of the key. Tiger Campbell, bounce pass. Into the hands of Cody Riley, moves it back out to the right wing. Johnny Juzang, bounce pass right baseline. UCLA slides over to the top here to Campbell. Left baseline dribble, back over to the top. Juzang moves it back over to the left wing to Campbell. Campbell drives inside, floats it up, left hand, no good. Offensive rebound. UCLA able to keep it alive. They're on the baseline, and they're going to touch the out-of-bounds line there. Right at the baseline, Cody Riley landed out of bounds with the ball. He was halfway out of bounds, half inbounds. $17.5 left to go. 3-point lead by the Buckeyes so far. We get the big debate on who's going to take it next Saturday. Kentucky, Louisville. I plan on being on the call for that one. 12 Eastern time. Buckeyes jumper, C.J. Walker. He has got it for 2. Ohio State, great start here. 7-2. 3 for 4. Starts out from the floor here as this team's really struggled this season connecting on shots and looking good so far. That's where they got to attack is against UCLA's interior. Jumper, deep 2. Got it by the Bruins. Right back by Johnny Juzang. The transfer from Kentucky, able to get his waiver approved in the offseason. He was a top 30 recruit coming out of the class of 2019. Ohio State top of the key. They dribble. Walker moves it back to the top to Kyle Young. Slides over left wing Sewing. Justice Sewing, dribble drive inside, lost control of it, but Kyle Young gets it back somehow between a swarm of 3 blue uniforms. Young puts it up, he gets fouled, and that's good for 2. Kyle Young, count the bucket and 1. He's going to the free throw line, shooting 1 coming up. Young's free throw, got it. 10-4 Buckeyes, up by 6 with 16.5 left to go. UCLA moves it right wing perimeter. Johnny Juzang, pass over to the top here to Bernard. Jules Bernard has it into the hands of Cody Riley, passes to the left wing. They got 8 players here in this UCLA team, averaging over 20 minutes per game. UCLA left baseline, and refs are going to say Kyle Young will pick up the personal there. What's good, Bill? Appreciate the man for stopping the by. He cashed in with North Carolina, and now he's needing UCLA, it looks like, for this one. I had predicted UCLA as well. 68-59. That score prediction might be closer now since E.J. Liddell is back, but I still got UCLA in this one. Inbound underneath here for the Bruins. Pass, catch and shoot jumper, left baseline, nothing but net. Johnny Juzang. Oh, man, that's a terrible loss for the Kentucky Wildcats. Johnny Juzang transfers from Kentucky to UCLA, and Kentucky could have needed him today. He's got 6 points, all 6 of them for the Bruins so far. Jumper by the Buckeyes, no good. They get the offensive rebound, then they just pass it to the wrong player here. Turnover, UCLA has it. In transition, watch out, trailer, that's good for 2. Jaime Hotkeys to the bucket, 2-point game. 15:40 left to go. Buckeyes going to slow it down here. Matt, welcome in here. Yeah, Wisconsin crushed Louisville today. Cardinals without their top player, Carly Jones, but Wisconsin just came in well prepared, and that team with the upperclassmen starting 5, they are so dangerous for the Badgers. I heard they just could not miss from the perimeter. Ohio State missed their rebound, Bruins. UCLA now with the basketball, top of the free throw circle. Bounce pass left wing, Hotkeys. Moves it back over, Bernard. He'll dribble now and passes back over to Hotkeys once again. Drives into lane, moves it out to the left baseline. Jumper. UCLA no good to get an offensive rebound though. Underneath, Bruins puts it up. It gets blocked. Another one. And they're going to get fouled. So send Jaime Hotkeys to the free throw line shooting 2. The clock will stop with 14:56. C.J. Walker picked up the personal. We're going to go on a timeout here, folks. Ohio State by 2 here. First timeout of the game. What's good? Dayton Flyers basketball talk. Appreciate it, Ryan, for stopping on by, bud. The results are in. Kentucky is their daddy, according to Jason there for Louisville. We'll see the actual result going down to that one. In-state Bluegrass rivalry going down day after Christmas. Chris, welcome on board, man. Not a fan of either of these 2 teams, it looks like. Probably since you're a fan of Michigan State, you probably want to root for UCLA. I'd see, since UCLA is in the Pac-12, not in the Big Ten there. But once again, if Ohio State does win this game, that makes Ohio State look stronger. If UCLA is able to compete at the top of the Pac-12 this season, and Ohio State wins this game, that would make Ohio State a stronger type of game when Michigan and Michigan State take them on. Yeah, Kentucky looking like the UNC from last year right now. 85-48. It looks like they were playing West Wichita High School. On the timeout currently, both of these teams shooting the ball great from the floor to start out. 4 for 8 by UCLA. Ohio State 4 for 7. And yeah, Kentucky could have really used Johnny Juzang. He is a perfect 3 for 3 with 6 points from the floor here by Johnny in the first 5 minutes. Scoreboard update, what's going on in college basketball. North Carolina State at halftime, only winning by 2 against Campbell. 30-28. Baylor crushing Kansas State. That's the score at the half. The score at halftime is 56-27. Tight game here, Miami leading Jacksonville by 7. 60-43, and Oregon just putted it on against Portland. 80-41. Oregon's going to be 7-1. Yeah, Oregon's not a bad team. They had an opening night loss against Missouri. And then after that, Oregon's really put it together nicely. I think the Ducks are going to be back in the top 25 very soon. Because they've been putting it really together nicely as of late. And Eugene Omoruyi for Oregon. He has done a great job. Dayton. Ryan's all happy about the Dayton Flyers over Ole Miss today, 65-62. So we get right back into this one. It's going to be 14:56 left to go. It's going to be UCLA at the free throw line, shooting 2, Jaime Jaquez Jr. First free throw, got it. Bruins cut it to 9. Yeah, I totally agree, Matt. St. Louis definitely deserves to be ranked come Monday. Impressive victory. They were I think like a plus 30 on the glass against NC State. An A10 team out-rebounding an ACC team. So impressive. Like plus 30 on the glass. 10-10 the score. They got so many deep players there for St. Louis. That team, man, the Billikens going to be a bracket buster come March. They could very well make a deep run. Nobody wants to be messing along with and get St. Louis in their bracket. 10-10 the score. Ohio State has a pass to the left baseline. Off a double team by Zed Key. He's going to go hook shot with a left hand, and he gets that one to fall in the key for Zed Key. 12-10 the score. 14-15 left to go. Tiger Campbell with the basketball. Moves it back to the top. Smith, pass inside, and that's going to be in a foul here. It's going to be a personal by Justice Suing. That was close. They're going to call Justice Suing with a foul. Ty's friends who are a Kansas fan said Oregon is terrible because they lost to Missouri. That was Oregon's first game, and also they didn't have their star point guard in that game. They were getting used to playing without their star point guard. So they've been having players recover from injuries, but now they've turned it around quite nicely for Oregon. Left wing 3, no good off the mark by UCLA. A rebound. It's going to be offensive board here by the Bruins. So they get it. Soaring up for that ball, Jules Bernard and Ohio State going to pick up a second personal here by Suing. So back-to-back Justice Suing personal falls in the last 20 seconds. Hey, what's good, Dara? Welcome back onto the stream, man. Hope all is going well. Armando, welcome back on here onto the channel. I'm doing pretty well. UCLA bursts the speed inside, and Ohio State just leaves a clear lane for Tiger Campbell right there to get it. And that's good for 2 with the right hand. Ties up at 12. 13:40 left to go. Buckeyes basketball. Yo, Ohio State, they really need Seth Towns. They got a smaller type of lineup here for the Buckeyes. Jumper, top of the free throw circle. Oh, bank. That's good. Musa Jallo open up the bank right there for 2. He hits it. Banks it off the backboard. Buckeyes by 2. 13:15 left to go. This game moving by pretty fast so far. Bruins have it. Top of the key. Tiger Campbell. Moves it over left wing, Jules Bernard. Bernard back over to Campbell, slides over to the right wing. They're going to take a deep NBA range three, but no good. Way off the mark by Ju Zhang. Rebound Buckeyes. Ohio State has it, takes it into the lane here. Dwayne Washington moves it out to the right corner. That's a three, got it. Musa Jallo, he is looking hot here. He has got 5 straight points in the past minute. 17-12 Ohio State. Where's this shooting been this season? UCLA, top of the key. Hill dribbles towards his left, looking to hand it off. He puts the ball into the hands of Campbell now. Campbell, he'll hand this one off, and they pass it around the top. Bruins have it, burst the speed inside, going to take it up, and that will be a blocking foul by Zed Key. So Bruins will go to the free throw line, shoot 2 coming up. Clock will stop with 12:26. That was a great find a couple of moments ago. Dwayne Washington with a pass to the right corner over to Jallo, just completely wide open. This is Jules Bernard at the free throw line for the Bruins. First one good. This UCLA team, this team has got a bright future here. Their top 2 scorers this season. Well, top 2 out of 3 scorers, Tiger Campbell and Jaime Jaquez. Both of these players are sophomores. Second free throw gutted at the line by the Bruins. What's good, Behind the Arc fan? Appreciate Bud for stopping them by. Looks like it's 9 a.m. Sunday morning out in Australia. Hope it's all going well with you today. Kentucky lost again. So I just finished calling Kentucky about an hour ago. And yeah, Kentucky's now 1-5. They lost again at UNC today. Kentucky had the lead throughout most of it, and then they blew it. There were so many fouls. 12:10 left to go. Buckeyes have it. Moves it over to the right wing perimeter. Back to the top of the key over to C.J. Walker. Passes out to Liddell. He takes the 3 straight away. Missed it off the mark. No good. Rebound Bruins. They're down by 3, and they're going to set it up. Bernard moves it back top. Passes right wing. And now they're going to dribble here with Tiger Campbell. Works his way inside. Missed it. Tip deflected. Liddell comes up with a board. He's the one who's going to have most of the rebounds today, appears to be, from what he's averaging this season. Good to see that E.J. Liddell is able to play today for the Buckeyes. Ohio State has it, top of the key. Pass over right elbow. They will back their way in there. Zed Key, as he will feed it off underneath Liddell. Shot fake, puts it up, and it was still rolling around the rim. Got it to fall for 2. The priceless moment right there that we were waiting to see if that basketball would go into the net or sink out. And it went in, and that's a hard-fought bucket for 2 by Liddell. Bruins at the right wing have it. Top of the key, Ju Zhang. We have 11 minutes left to go here, first half. Tiger Campbell dribbles now at the top. Pass over to Bernard. Shoots the 3. And that's contact and a foul. That's going to be 3 shots coming up at the free throw line. Jules Bernard gets knocked down. The foul picked up here, number 10. Kyle Arns for the Buckeyes, as he is off the bench for the first time today, and he picked up the personal. Or Justin Arns. Yeah, Justin Arns for the Buckeyes picked up the personal. So we're going to go on a timeout. When we get back, it's going to be 3 free throws coming up for the Bruins. Yeah, Wisconsin blew out Louisville today. Cardinals were without their top player, Carly Jones, today in that game. Alright, let's see what's going on. Scoreboard update for college basketball. This game is just moving along compared to Kentucky UNC today. That was a nightmare with that game. It was just foul after foul. Like every single 10-15 seconds there was a personal picked up. Miami up against Jacksonville. That's a tight game, 67-60. Miami's really in trouble right now. They are, I don't know. This is the year for the Hurricanes to make the tournament, and it seems like they're going to be long shots if they keep it up, because they are dealing with a ton of injuries. They're just not healthy, and Miami only up by 7 against Jacksonville currently. Baylor whipping out Kansas State 69-42 to score there. And North Carolina State up against Campbell. We'll monitor that. That's actually closer than what I thought. 41-35. Hey, what's good, Big and Kind Malik? Yeah, they really need Carlik Jones back for Louisville. Definitely, man. So it shows that they'd struggle without Jones, just like what happened today. They got blown out. Western Kentucky, the positive Kentucky team, happened to be Western Kentucky today. Western Kentucky winners over Alabama, 73-71. When this team is healthy, they're gonna take some teams possibly down in the tournament for the Hilltoppers. Charles Bassey today, he was a former 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Bassey had 27 points, 12 rebounds. Western Kentucky's good. They're just power heavyweights on his team. Hollingsworth is when he gets healthy, he can knock down perimeter shots. And yeah, the Hilltoppers once they get hot and start out Conference USA play, I think they're going to be the one definitely to take Conference USA this season. St. Bonaventure 2-0. They get the victory over Hofstra 77-69. St. Bonaventure, one of the dark horse teams out of the A10 this year. (19-14). It's going to be 3 shots coming up at the free throw line as we are back. That one's good by UCLA. Also, Ohio State right now in foul trouble already. So we're not even halfway through the first half, and the Buckeyes here have committed 7 personals. So already sending UCLA into the bonus. The thing is about Kentucky is that they still got conference play. And especially how the SEC has been weaker this season. Anything could happen in conference play. Right now it looks like it's Tennessee and Missouri, who's the top 2 teams by far. Alabama just lost again today. And also Ole Miss lost again. So you got certainly winnable games up there for Kentucky. Against teams I thought that would make the tournament. That's been really disappointing. Ole Miss, Alabama, Mississippi State, definitely winnable games there. Ohio State inside the key, no good. Tipped around, and they're going to get the offensive rebound, though. Arns puts it out to the top, and Ohio State has it. There's contact there off the dribble, and a foul picked up by the Bruins. It's going to be a foul by Chris Smith, his first personal game. UCLA yet to hit a shot in the last 3.5 minutes. I remember the year that, I think it was UConn. They got blown out by 30 in February, and then they came back and won the national title. I remember that year. Right wing 3, taken, and that's going to be good from the perimeter by the Buckeyes. That's a perimeter triple by Dwayne Washington Jr. They're going to have to hit their 3-point shots today to stay in this game, and right now they have done that. 3 for 7 to start out from the perimeter. 9:50 left to go. UCLA has it. Left baseline. Jake Kyman, the sophomore, into the game for the first time today. Pass it over. It's going to be a perimeter 3. Hawkins off the mark. Offensive rebound. UCLA puts it up. No good. But they're going to get another offensive rebound. Moves it out. Another 3. Takes it. Got it. Splash. Jake Kyman, number 13, hits it. 22-19. They're doing a great job shuffling the basketball around the perimeter. Able to get open looks here early on for the Bruins. Buckeyes have it. At the right wings moves a Jallo. Jallo bounce pass. Liddell backs his way. Double team. Perimeter pass left corner. That's a good look. Got it. Dwayne Washington back-to-back triples here. That was a really good perimeter pass. Left wing to left corner there. Dwayne knocked it down. This game's showing some execution right now between these two teams. 8:55 left to go. UCLA dribbles. Moves it back around to the top of the key. Jules Bernard puts it now at the right wing into the hands of Hawkins, who passes over to Bernard. They're spending a lot of time around the perimeter here. Jaime Hawkins goes inside. Pass outside once again as they will go into the lane. Shot fake, and that's a foul. E.J. Liddell just coming right down on Jules Bernard. It's going to send Bernard to the free throw line shoot 2. That's the 8th personal picked up by the Buckeyes in the first half. Yeah, my opinion right now on Ohio State looking to prove me wrong right now. They are completely everything opposite of what I said in the pregame. How I said that they're not a great shooting team, and they come out in this one and they start firing. Yeah, they really struggled against Purdue, but they have just whittled Adele. They are looking good right now. First one good at the line by UCLA. 25-20. Carson, welcome back on the stream, man. Carson must have been happy there with the Tar Heels victory. Second free throw, got it. Yes. I think Gonzaga is going to remain number one until further notice. They might remain number one, and it wouldn't even surprise me if they remain number one for the rest of the season and get ranked at number one for the final AP Top 25 poll. They're on just a completely whole nother level compared to everybody else. 25-21, 4-point game. Ohio State has it around the perimeter. Moves it over to Kyle Young. Young passes to the top here. What's good, my man John? Appreciate brother for stopping on by. My man John from Off the Wall Hockey out here. Glad to have you in the channel, man. Ohio State takes the three. No good off the mark. UCLA gets the rebound. Check him out on Off the Wall Hockey. Does amazing stuff out there. It's my good friend John. He's got the Bruins stuff going on for YouTube too. With the black and gold, man. That's awesome stuff you're doing, brother. Congrats out there. Right corner three. UCLA knocks it down. 7:45 left to go. Buckeyes basketball. Arns has it at the top. They're going to hand it off now to Dwayne Washington. Washington bounce pass off its mark out of bounds. Turnover Buckeyes here as the clock will stop with 7:39. All right, we're going to go to a timeout here, folks. UCLA doing a great job so far, not getting into foul trouble, foul difference. 8 personals picked up by the Buckeyes. Only 3 by the Bruins so far with 7:40 remaining. Yeah, Jalen Suggs was phenomenal today behind the arc, fan. He had 27 points, just did all the little things to make his teammates so much better. And, dude, he was pulling up for these NBA range type 3-point shots. And if he keeps it up, he's gonna be the number 1 draft pick coming up. 2021 NBA draft. Like, 1 versus 3 for that matchup today. Gonzaga's just on a whole new level compared to everybody else. There was a major drop-off there between Gonzaga and Iowa today. Iowa's threes just weren't falling, and Gonzaga was hitting everything, and they were attacking constantly on attack mode throughout the entirety of the game. And if you can't stop Gonzaga, well, good luck with that, because nobody has proved to do that so far. They average over like 90 per game this season. Hey, welcome in, Vaughn, once again here. Bradley's gonna go here. Thanks so much, Bradley, for stopping on by, man, and hopefully your Cards will we'll see how they do in the next one there, but he's looking for that victory. Can't wait to call that one. Kentucky versus Louisville. Hopefully we'll get a huge stream like last year. Yeah, Vegas puts out Jalen Suggs, future number 1 draft pick. Based on what I saw today and throughout the season for Jalen Suggs, and compared to what I saw to Cade Cunningham, I've been watching a lot of highlight reel stuff for Cade Cunningham, but the thing was, Cade Cunningham just did not show up against TCU earlier this week. So, still right now I got Cade as the number 1 pick, but I think that if Jalen Suggs keeps it up, he's going to make a running and compete at the top there for Cade. If Jalen Suggs keeps it up, and right now he's been phenomenal. Do I want Vaughn to concede? Well, you already lost fantasy football to me, so the week has moved on, and now I take on Bradley this week in fantasy. So, you already have lost. Yes, Jalen Suggs is a terrific defender. He got one of the steals he laid out for. He almost had it. He almost stayed in bounds for it, but he's had a couple big time steals that just been just buckets himself that he's took off the fast break. Thoughts on Kansas? They are improving so much. Kansas improving. I did not say that a couple of weeks ago. I was not feeling Kansas. And now Kansas just keeps on finding ways to win, I guess. It's the defense. So finally they found their defense for Kansas. Of course, Ty not a fan of Kansas since he's a big Missouri fan. But I would love to see Missouri versus Kansas and see how that goes down. Because Kansas I wasn't buying a couple of weeks ago, and they are really improving. They just need consistency. That's the thing. They have one player that goes off each night. If they had the entire starting 5 go off, They would go absolutely nuts. So here we go, right back into the game. UCLA basketball. Top of the key. Moves over to Hyman. Pass inside underneath. Chris Smith puts it up, and the Buckeyes going to get called for a goaltend, it looks like. It's going to be goaltend. I thought that was a clean block. They call goaltend. It's going to be on the freshman Zed Key. So award of 2 points to the Bruins. $7:10 left to go. Buckeyes down by 1. They're on a scoring drought of over 2 minutes. Ohio State now with the basketball. Top of the key. CJ Walker moves it out to the right wing. They'll take a 3. Dwayne Washington, no good. Hit the front rim. Offensive rebound. Kyle Young puts it up, and it gets blocked from behind. They'll call a blocking foul, though. Jules Bernard with a personal. Clock will stop with 6:54. If you guys are new to my stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub, ring that notification bell, guys, as well as I cover play-by-play basketball here on Behind the Arc Basketball. First free throw, no good, hit the front rim. That was a miss by Kyle Young for the Buckeyes. Second shot by Young, and he gets that one, so it tied up even, 26. Bruins will have the basketball back. At the top of the key with it. Moves it over right wing perimeter here for UCLA. Jules Bernard drives inside. Pass underneath to Chris Smith. And that's going to be over to Cody Riley, actually. Cody Riley, the one that put it up and in for 2 for the Bruins. So that's good. They take the lead once again. Ohio State in the paint. Walker, pass, gets deflected, goes out of bounds. Clock will stop with 6:25. Last touch that appears to be by the Bruins. UCLA picking it up. Perfect 4 for 4 from the floor. Last 4 attempts. And Ohio State still scoreless in the last 2:44. Inbound coming up. CJ Walker underneath this hoop for the Buckeyes. He passes left corner. He is put to the task on the guard there by Buckeyes. Is number 4 working on number 4. Dwayne Washington moves it over to the top of the key here for Ohio State. Justice Suing, the transfer from Cal. Gives it over for CJ Walker. He dribbles, drives inside. Walker puts it up, got it. And that is good for 2, up and in off the window. Tie game 28 apiece. Yeah, I heard about that. Timberwolves waived Rondae Hollis-Jefferson today. And yeah, Thomas Bryant also got fined $45K there. Incident with Blake Griffin in an NBA preseason game. UCLA puts up a jumper. That will be good. Cody Riley. Good for that one. 30-28. Yes, I'm streaming this game right now. A lot of people have been getting away with streaming the actual games, like showing the screen, which that's why my viewership's been down lately. Because people have been showing it even though it's copyright violations. Ohio State going to go inside, and they're going to draw a personal here. It's going to be picked up by Jake Kyman at UCLA. So this should send the Buckeyes to the free throw line shooting too. Wow, Clemson up against Notre Dame 24-3. What a difference Trevor Lawrence makes. Ronnie, welcome on the channel, man. Yeah, this has been a great game so far. First free throw. Buckeyes good at the line by Justice Suing. Second shot coming up here by Suing, the transfer from California. I know that Vaughn misses Justice Suing here. He could have helped out Cal's basketball team this season. See if he ties it up at 30. He does. Great get that Chris Holtmann got in the offseason here with Suing. The other one with Seth Towns, we'll have to see how that pans out throughout this year. Seth Towns still has yet to be healthy and suit up. UCLA into the post, puts it up, and they get called for the push-off. Jaime Jaquez pushes off there with the elbow, and Ohio State will get the basketball back. That's the 5th personal for the Bruins. Ohio State has it, top of the key. Dribbles left wing Buckeyes, CJ Walker. Now at the top, and dish out to the left wing. Dwayne Washington moves it back over. That's Eugene Brown, number 3, into the game for the first time today. Back over to Liddell, into the post, though. Get that out of there. Big block by number 4, Jaime Jaquez, goes out of bounds. Clock will stop with 4:58 left to go. Mandalorian for Vegas he's going to watch, it looks like, later on. Inbound here, underneath their hoop for Ohio State. Tie game up at 30. Buckeyes pass it around the perimeter. Into the hands of Dwayne Washington. He dribbles. Floats it up off the back rim. No good. Jaquez comes out with the rebounds. UCLA has it back. Pass in transition now. Right wing to the top of the key here. As they have the basketball. They dribble towards the right wing. Hands this one over to Jules Bernard, who passes now to Johnny Juzang. Dishes over to Bernard. Shot fake. Drives inside. Left hand. Finishes. Up and in off the glass. That's good for 2 by the Bruins. They recapture the lead once again. Wow, Vaughn's not high on Trevor Lawrence. Thinks that he could be a bust in his opinion. He's looking at Jose here. Is not sure today if he's going to go out with his girlfriend because they went shopping. She went shopping with her mom, it looks like. Buckeyes down by 2. Moves it over right corner. Shot fake Eugene Brown. He's going to take the 3, and that is bench points by Eugene Brown III. Comes into the game, hits the perimeter triple, and Ohio State takes the lead. 3:55 left to go. Bruins basketball. Top of the key they have it once again. Tiger Campbell dribbles, drives inside, lost control of it. It's gonna get stripped out of bounds by Ohio State. 150 to over and under. Yeah, this game right now, it's higher scoring than what I thought. I had projected a well under for this game. Yeah, I projected well under for this one, but yeah, this game's been higher scoring than I thought today. Ohio State came into this game not really like a great shooting team, and today they're just shooting to cover off the basketball. Hitting down 5 perimeter triples, 54% shooting. They're 12 for 22 from the floor. Almost half of their shots are from 3-point range. And they've been going down by multiple players here. Dwayne Washington's knocked down 2. Brown just came off the bench and knocked down 1 from the right corner. Liddell hit 1 straight away to start out this game. Vegas coming out for UCLA to get the W here. Yeah, I predicted UCLA as well. I predicted a much lower score though, 68-59. I thought that this would be defense that would speak to this game today. Missouri fans don't like Buckeyes either because of the Big Ten SEC football rivalry. And okay, I get that now, Jose. So his girlfriend went shopping with her mom, and your mom went to work too. It looks like. So you're not sure if you're gonna hang out with your girlfriend. It looks like. All right, right now on the timeout here, Carly. We take a look, scoreboard update for college basketball. What's going on today? Oklahoma is losing against Houston Baptist, who has a record of 1-6. 29-28 is the score. Houston Baptist leading by 1 against Oklahoma. So we'll keep an eye there. Other games currently going on. So we'll track that. A lot of games have gone final. North Carolina State using a 28-10 second half advantage as the Wolfpack lead Campbell here 58-38. And then Baylor just destroying Kansas State 84-55. Miami up by 6 against Jacksonville 73-64. Yeah, so if you read that correctly, Oklahoma is losing by 1 point against Houston Baptist, who's got a record of 1-6. That game's still very early on, though. It's in the first half. Oregon destroying Portland 80-41. That's the score there. Looks like Jose was, yep, I remember you told me that, watching the Oklahoma football game today. Oh, yeah, behind Eric fan. That's why they get the most national titles out of everybody. They completely ruled the 60s and 70s. historic college basketball program. Indiana had it around the perimeter, and it got deflected out of bounds. I think it was out of bounds by Ohio State. So it's going to go back over to our UCLA had it around the perimeter. It's going to go back over to UCLA. Yeah, UCLA and Indiana. I meant there. UCLA and Indiana, two really historic programs that were really good back in the day. San Francisco also won two national championships in the 50s. So we are back to action here. 33-32 the score. Ohio State off the dribble. Going to go and drive inside. That's good for two. Got the bucket to fall. That's E.J. Liddell. Off the assist by Justice Sewing in transition. Three-point game approaching the 3-minute mark remaining. Tiger Campbell. Left wing. Dribbles to the left baseline. Now he's going to dribble. Free throw circle. Campbell. Pass inside. Over into the hands of Hill. Jalen Hill. Jumper. There's contact and a foul. And they're going to call personal picked up by Musa Jallo. So Jalen Hill, count the bucket. He's going to go to the free throw line, shoot the and one. Yep, of course Kansas State going to lose against Baylor. Not even close. 84-55, and there's still 7:45 left remaining. Baylor's going to get to 100. Free throw no good, missed at the line by UCLA. Rebounds Ohio State. Buckeyes have the basketball. No good, though. Took it up the court. UCLA gets a right back pass up in transition. And that's going to be a turnover by the Bruins. Got a little bit too handsy there with the basketball and turned it over in transition. Chris Smith had a big burst of speed and just lost control of it. Too high off the dribble by Smith. Not a whole lot of turnovers. Both of these teams do pretty well taking care of the basketball. And 4 turnovers each. And that's going to be a turnover by the Buckeyes. That's going to lead points in transition right there. Jaime Jaquez for 2 with a layup. Jaquez got the steal. 2.5 left to go. Buckeyes basketball. We'll try it again. Ohio State has it. Top of the key, Walker. Moves over left wing into the hands of Sewing. Back out in top, Liddell. Back outside of Walker here at the right wing, guarded by Jaquez. Moves over top of the key. Dwayne Washington has it. Slides it over left wing. They'll take a deep 3. NBA range, no good by the Buckeyes. Rebound Bruins. UCLA takes it past half court. 2 minutes even remaining before the half. Jalen Hill puts the ball into the hands of Juzang. He got hot early in this one. Johnny Juzang with 8 points so far here by Johnny. Right baseline dribble. Chris Smith backs his way. Jumper. Hit the front rim, no good. There's contact. And Dwayne Washington, the refs say, will pick up a foul. That will send the Bruins here into the double bonus. So Ohio State having a lot of trouble in this game, committing personals. 10 personals by the Buckeyes to 5 by UCLA. Yeah, what a time. What a time to be alive if you were a UCLA fan. Bill Walton winning 2 national championships, both of them undefeated. And Kareem winning 3, nearly going undefeated during his whole 3 years at UCLA. First free throw, it's good. Bruins' second shot by Chris Smith, knocks it down. 38-35 to score. Yeah, oh wow, yes, so that is correct here. Seth Towns is number 31. I felt, according to John Rothstein, when I saw his Twitter today, he said that Seth Towns wasn't going to be available for this game. So this is the first time that we see him in the Buckeyes uniform this year. That is huge. Must have been a late game time decision. They're going to take a wide open 3. Buckeyes, no good. Off the mark by Jimmy Sotos. He's a transfer as well from Bucknell. And Seth Towns tried to go up for the rebound, and that's actually going to be a rebounding foul. He called on Liddell. Yeah, this is going to be on Liddell by Hill. So Seth Towns, that's what they need there for the Buckeyes if they want to pull out a victory here. The transfer from Harvard doing great stuff throughout his career for the Crimson. Just hadn't been able to get healthy throughout his career, but he was putting on a show down over in Cambridge. Or up over in Cambridge. since it's above me. First free throw, no good by the Bruins. Ohio State just picked up their 11th personal. Jalen Hale, second free throw coming up. And missed that one. 0 for 2 that trip. Rebound Buckeyes. Minute 15 left to go. They're going to need every single ounce of free throw shooting they can. UCLA's 10 for 14 because Ohio State's a really good free throw shooting team. Buckeyes have it top of the key. Spin move. Inside Walker. Puts it up. Got it. That's a big time shot right there by CJ. Minute left to go before halftime. Bruins now with the basketball. If you guys are new, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub. Really appreciate all for stopping them by here on Behind Your Basketball as they cover play-by-play. Hook shot, Chris Smith hit the front rim, no good. And Ohio State going to come up with a rebound. Justice Sewing dribbles past half court, drives inside Sewing. And the ref's going to call another foul on the key. That one's going to be a reach-in by UCLA. Hawkes gets called with a personal, and that's his second personal of the game. It's going to lead to a Buckeyes timeout taken. Great game, 1-point game. These two teams pretty much even. 5-1, 5-1 as we'll go on the timeout. All right, 38-37 the score. Ohio State really doing a great job staying in this game, attacking to the basket, where they're shooting the ball 54% so far in this first half. So it's a positive sign to see there for the Buckeyes. Able to let it fly from the perimeter, just under 40% from the outside. At 39% for Ohio State shooting from 3, 5 for 13 from the outside, looking good. UCLA doesn't take too many perimeter shots, but right now they're 2 for 6 from 3 for UCLA. Oklahoma leads by 1 against Houston Baptist. Make it 3 with a Austin Reeves layup. Sooners up 38-35. Baylor destroying Kansas State, still with 5.5 minutes left to go. And the score there is 89-60. We get back here, 38-37. We have 39 seconds left to go before halftime. It's going to be Buckeyes basketball. Inbound coming up underneath their hoop. They pass the left corner, left baseline dribble, drives, got it. That's good for 2 by Musa Jallo. Able to attack right there. It's been a great game between these two teams, going back and forth, back and forth. UCLA takes it past half court, and UCLA, when Mick Cronin elects to take a timeout, as they are down to 3 timeouts remaining. So we'll go on the same slide that we just went on. Timeout once again. We'll be back here on Behind Your Basketball. Alright, if you guys are new to my channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell if you'd like to be notified about future live streams as well. I cover play-by-play here, basketball games, college games, NBA games on my channel. And also feel free to check out the Behind Your Basketball Discord. I got my Twitter out there and the Behind Your Basketball merchandise. All 3 of those links are in the description below to this video. .4 seconds left to go before the half. So it's going to be UCLA's basketball coming up on the inbounds. It will be Johnny Juzang, the inbound passer, in their front court. This game's had 5 ties, 3 lead changes. Ohio State had the largest lead so far with a 6-point advantage. It's a 1-point lead here for the Buckeyes. UCLA has it, 2-second differential, shot clock and game clock. Bruins holding that basketball in the hands of Jules Bernard. 15 seconds left to go. He passes it now. Top of the key, Tiger Campbell. Campbell has it. I don't know why the game clock is having some difficulty here. Floats it up, no good. The game clock was stopping a couple times. Ohio State gets the rebound. They're going to take a deep 3 from the UCLA logo. Oh, just missed. Off the back iron, and that's no good. We go into halftime, and the Buckeyes up by 1. 39-38 as we head into half here. Great game to start out. Very good game. 2 evenly matched teams, that is one thing for sure. So yeah, right now we're at halftime. What games am I going to stream for next week? After this, I'm probably going to do the NBA for quite a bit, because we got We got opening night for the NBA they plan on covering, Brooklyn against Golden State. And then on Wednesday, I plan on covering Celtics versus Bucks. And then on Christmas Day, Friday, there's no games. So I have Christmas Eve off. No games on Christmas Eve. On Friday and Christmas Day, I plan on covering probably 2 NBA games. We're going to have Celtics Nets, and then after that one is Lakers versus Mavs. So those are some upcoming games. It's going to be mostly NBA throughout next week or so, since it's NBA starts up again, and they're on national TV quite a bit to start up before they go back to locals. So right now we're just at halftime. If you guys are new to the stream here, you can spike the thumbs up if you enjoy the stream. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well for future play-by-play here on Behind the Arc Basketball. So UCLA ended that first half really cold from the floor. Last 2.5 minutes, they yet to hit a shot. Their last shot was in over 2.5 minutes before the first half ended. Tyler and Xavier Pinson of Missouri to get the SEC Player of the Year for this year. He's been so good this year for the Tigers. It's wide open now for Player of the Year for SEC. I think Trenton Wofford might have a chance to possibly be up there. Cam Thomas at LSU has also had a great start to this season. I haven't talked much about LSU, but ever since that loss against a really good St. Louis team, that's a team to pay attention to. Yeah, they really haven't had any national games. They got the next game's going to be really telling. VCU. VCU's having a pretty good season this year. They're rebounding, but they're finding wins in the process. VCU on Tuesday takes on LSU. That's going to be a great game, because LSU only has that one loss against St. Louis by 4. It's going to be telling to see a lot of where these teams are when SEC play begins. That's one thing. Where's Arkansas? That's the thing. How good is Arkansas? We'll see, because their schedule's been really easy so far, and we'll see when conference play starts up how legit Arkansas is. Still a lot of questions to be searched upon. Right now at halftime, Oklahoma taking out this game. Looking at it, Oklahoma leading Houston Baptist 38-35. That will hurt you. If Oklahoma loses that one, that's going to derail your NCAA chances just through the roof there. UAB got their first loss today. They lost against an undefeated by 3 against Tennessee Chattanooga, who is still undefeated. So that's a battle of the unbeatens there. Yeah, Bill puts out Ohio State didn't make many mistakes. UCLA is only down by 1. Yeah, this game didn't have many turnovers. This execution has been great so far. Difference in this first half, Ohio State was committing too many fouls. They had 11 personals compared to UCLA 6. But why Ohio State's up by 1 here at the half is because they've been able to drain down 3-point shots. They've shot the ball really effective from the floor so far and getting open looks. It's been key. Their passing has been spot on today for Ohio State. If this game comes close, I think that because UCLA is going to have the advantage on the board. UCLA at the half, +1 on the board, 15-14. Yeah, Sports Expert puts out hopefully Ohio State can keep this lead here. He's going out for the Buckeyes in the second half to have to rebound better in the second half as well. Yeah, it helps out for the Buckeyes that Seth Towns is healthy and finally got to go for the first time this season. Because that's one of the main problems this year for the Buckeyes is they've been having a lot of trouble rebounding. And if it comes down to the end, that's where Ohio State shines, because this team is a good free throw shooting team for Ohio State, whereas UCLA so far, they missed 4 free throws, 10 for 14 at the line by the Bruins in this one, and Ohio State's 4 for 5, so that's going to have to be something to monitor, especially second half. I know last game, Kentucky lost because just the foul trouble just blew right up for Kentucky. Just completely just blew up the foul trouble, and they at the end of the game they had 4 separate players foul out at the end of the game. Touchdown Josh Allen, it looks like Vaughn puts out. Uh-oh. That's not good. My fantasy opponent's got Josh Allen on his fantasy team. I gotta check my fantasy football score. Let's see how I'm doing. I've yet to have anybody play this week. I am losing 33-24, I'm losing 33-0 to Bradley in my fantasy football league right now. Ouch. I do have some players today, though. I remember Vaughn was up by a bunch against me. Wow. Josh Allen's got 24 fantasy points. And they're not even at halftime. 21-0 or 21-7. Jeez. So yeah, he surpassed expectations big time. Broncos have no defense. Nobody knows the troubles I've seen. Nobody knows but Jesus for Kentucky fans right now. Hopefully during conference play things will turn around, but it's just been disappointing. Very disappointing. Baylor's going to put up 100 on Kansas State. The score there is 98-69 in the final 39 seconds. So what we got here? We got 39-38. We got over under 149.5. I'm going to take the under there. I think this game's going to slow down in the second half. So I would take the under there. Because both of these teams, I think it's going to be more defensive in the second half. Yeah, UCLA in the first half shooting 48%, Ohio State at 56%. That's going to be really tough to sustain in the second half for Ohio State, especially with their shooting. I think both of those numbers are going to come down. It's going to be more like a defensive type of half here in the second. And they're going to start to lock in defensively. Hey, what's good, Roger? Welcome onto the stream, man. Looks like you love CBS. Yeah, Vegas remembers he was up one time against me in fantasy football. I remember the time that you beat me, Vegas. You get a victory over me in the fantasy football league. Yeah, Bill thinks that it's going to go over. It could very well. They're on pace. They're on pace to go over. They're on pace to go over. I just think that the defenses are going to pick up here in the second half. How far do I think Missouri and St. Louis will go in March? It all depends on the matchup. I probably have Missouri out in the Sweet 16, or up to the Sweet 16 now. I think St. Louis is dangerous. Everybody has slept on St. Louis, and I'm the one that tells everyone, pick St. Louis, because I was impressed seeing them last year. And they are just gritty. They can play interior defense, and they can score inside too. Also, they've really improved at the free throw line. And they can hit threes too. They got everything, the complete package. Yuri Collins is an X factor of a point guard, and I'm gonna take St. Louis probably to the Elite Eight. I think they can bust brackets and go all the way to the Elite Eight somehow. They are just a sleeper type of team that nobody's gonna want to play in March. And they are deep too. Very deep team. They brought back everyone from last year, basically, and they added in a couple of key players that were injured last year, coming back from injury. CBS is better commissioners than Fox. Hey, what's good, Jose? Welcome on board, man. He's getting bored, I guess, so he didn't go out with his girlfriend today. Sorry to hear that, man. CBS is better than Fox, according to Vegas. I like Fox when Gus Johnson calls the games. But for NFL games, all the way, CBS. Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, those guys are awesome calling CBS games. Ian Eagle, he's a great play-by-play guy too. Kevin Harlan's really good. I like listening to Kevin Harlan on the radio. Whereas Fox, if you get America's Game of the Week at 4:25 p.m., there's a good chance that you're gonna get Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. And yeah, Fox is Joe Buck, and you guys know how my feelings are about Joe Buck. Joe Buck should just stick to baseball. The excitement. We've had some of the most exciting plays ever in NFL history, and they've just, unfortunately, haven't had the excitement that they could have had. They could have been able to pump up the excitement, taking it up a notch quite a bit more. Vegas likes the camera angle. CBS has better camera angles for sports unlike Fox. Fox has I actually like Fox's scoreboard that they have, the new one. The old one that they had the past 2 years, that was terrible. That was awful when they had the team names and like small text on there. That was awful. But the new scoreboards they have with a diagonal, with the logos in it that they premiered last Super Bowl, those are really cool that they have. I also like CBS's scoreboard too. NBC's camera angle. I remember it was 2017, the rematch, Falcons-Patriots in October. It was at Gillette Stadium, and they had the fog game at Gillette Stadium. So NBC, they couldn't use the press box camera, and they had to use the sky cam going over the top. If you guys remember that, it was Patriots versus Falcons it was in October of 2017. And Gillette Stadium was just engulfed in full fog. So they had to go with a sky cam for that game. Yeah, totally agree, Vegas. It's just not as enthusiastic as you can hope to be. Yeah, Fox's some of the stuff they have. They get that scoreboard's really cool. But when somebody scores a touchdown, it's like they're made to be a superhero. They got like their character pops up onto the screen there after they make a score. So it looks like Fox has made it into like a superhero, like these NFL players are. Yep, Vaughn knows. Yeah, Chris Collinsworth too. I've never been big into Chris Collinsworth either. Now there's a guy. Now there's another guy. Jason Mrs. Stuart Scott. And that was it for him for ESPN, it looks like. I like the Sean McDonough voice crack when he was calling Mariota to the goal line Back in the wild card game a couple of years ago, Chiefs versus Tennessee. Alright, so we're going to start out the second half here, folks. Glad to have you guys on board being a part here on the stream once again. This is a really great competitive basketball game in the first half. It will be interesting to see if Ohio State can retain this, because they are shooting at a great clip here. For a team that came into this game shooting the basketball around 40% from the floor this season, and this game they're just lights out in that first half, 56%. Looks like Jose's going to lessen the radio on his phone. It looks like no problem, man. Alright, so here we go. Right back into action. It's going to be UCLA's ball to go left to right on the court. Spin move. Inside, and that will be a quick foul. Personal picked up by E.J. Liddell, and that is his third. So we will have to monitor that. E.J. Liddell now with 3 personals, their best player. And he is still playing right now. He has yet to be substituted out. So that foul picked up 14 seconds through. Inbound coming up for the Bruins. They have it left baseline. Moves it back to the top of the key as we start out the second half. That's into the hands of Cody Riley. Bounce pass left wing perimeter. Johnny Juzang moves it out right corner. Jaquez back to the top of the key here. Over to Smith. Smith drives inside. Turnaround jumper. Hand in the face. No good. And ball's in the ground. Who has got it? UCLA muscles that one out with a basketball off the offensive rebound. Wow. That was Johnny Juzang right there with a huge offensive rebound. Chris Smith has it, going to set it up again around the perimeter. Smith right wing, passes inside over to Riley. Riley able to get his position, puts it up. That's good for 2, up and in off the backboard. UCLA by 1 here, another lead change. But a good game today, 40-39. Why would NBC put a Giants versus Browns on Sunday Night Football game there? That is terrible. Yeah, that's bad what they got coming up for Sunday Night Football. First minute through, Buckeyes, first possession here, second half. At the left elbow, Ohio State has it into the hands of Justice Suing. He's going to take the jumper. He has got it. Turnaround at the left elbow by Justice with a hand in the face. That was a difficult one, able to hit it. 6 lead changes, 5 ties. Ohio State, largest lead by 6. UCLA floats it up right baseline, no good. Rebound Liddell. Buckeyes now have it. Floats it over the top in transition. Kyle Young couldn't come down with it. And the ball is going to go out of bounds. It was deflected out, though, by the Bruins. So lucky break there by Ohio State as they will get it back. Hey, welcome on the stream once again, Jagan. Yeah, it's been quite an interesting game here. Really, really good game back and forth. Buckeyes gonna go up, turn around, no good, tipped out, and tipped out of bounds again by UCLA. Buckeyes have it at the left elbow, and they will get called for the offensive foul. Back in their way with the elbow was Justice Suing, just a little bit wide there, dribbles. Just puts an elbow into Tiger Campbell, knocks him down. Yeah, just shoved right off to gain separation. Third personal by Suing, too. So these are the top 2 scorers for the Buckeyes this year. Justice Suing in quite a bit of foul trouble, as well as Liddell. Both of them got 3 personals. And Ohio State gets called for the offensive foul right back. Chris Smith trying to get position there. Fouls have picked up recently, trying to get position on Liddell. Alright, so Ohio State has it back. 1-point game. They need to get it past half court. This is too long. Ooh, they do. That was close. That was almost a 10-second violation. Buckeyes now pass half court safely. C.J. Walker at the top. Kyle Young moves it out to the top here. Ball gets deflected. They're lucky to get it back. Buckeyes dribble. Bounce pass. Underneath, and Kyle Young going to get it for 2. That's good, up and in off the backboard. Buckeyes by 3. 17:20 left to go. UCLA, top of the key. Hands it over to Riley. They've yet to hit a shot in the last 2 minutes. Johnny Juzang, jumper. No good. Off the mark, Kyle Young lost control of it. Should have had the rebound and couldn't come down with it cleanly right there for Kyle Young, and it's going to give the Bruins another chance. Inbound UCLA, bounce pass underneath. Brings it back to Juzang. Takes the jumper, hit the front rim, no good. Rebound Ohio State. Buckeyes now with the basketball. Yeah, I've never been big into Joe Buck calling games. It puts me to sleep. At the right wing, the ball goes out of bounds. Inbound coming up for the Buckeyes here with under 17 left to go. Buckeyes have a top of the key off the cut into the hands of Dwayne Washington. Washington shovels it out left wing. They're going to take that three-point shot. Suing no good off the mark. And yeah, both these teams cold to start out second half. Bruins have it. UCLA dribbles at the top. Moves over Juzang. Passes over left wing Jaquez. Feeds it inside underneath the post. That's good for 2 by Cody Riley. Their big fella. Able to put that one up and in. Puts it to a 1-point game. This could very well come down to the final bucket. It's this close of a game throughout. Buckeyes have it. Takes it inside. That's going to be a personal picked up by Cody Riley. That's his second personal of the game for the Bruins. And it's going to be Ohio State shooting 2 at the line. Alright, so Kyle Young back at the free throw line here for the Buckeyes. First free throw, that is good by Kyle Young. Everybody pulling their weight today, though, for Ohio State. 7 by Jallo, 6 by Dwayne Washington, 6 by Walker, 6 by Young now. So he missed that one, and Key's got 2 as Key substitutes into the game. Out is Justice Suing. UCLA has it. Drives inside here. No good. Offensive rebound. Couldn't get it. Third time. And that one's going to be a blocking foul. It's going to send Jalen Hill, it appears to be at the free throw line. And Ohio State picks up their third personal. And Kyle Young is down. Kyle Young with a hard fall. And he is down in the key here for the Buckeyes. Oh yeah, that should have gone the other way. That was contact to the face by Kyle Young. He just got knocked out right there in the jaw. Yeah, he got completely knocked out. That should have been offensive by UCLA. First free throw coming up. That's good. 44-43. He just opened up his mouth right there, put out his tongue, and it's all bleeding there for Kyle Young. Yeah, he took a huge shot to the chin. It looked like he might have got his teeth knocked out. Yeah, he's obviously in pain. Yeah, his mouth is bleeding there for Kyle Young. So UCLA got away with a non-offensive foul call. Kyle Young got called for the foul, and when he got just knocked out from his chin. Ohio State floats it up, no good. A rebound, UCLA. UCLA now with the basketball, almost lost control of it, but Jules Bernard going to put it back to the top of the key. Into the ball handler's hand, Tiger Campbell. Nice find underneath and missed the layup. Wow, wide open. Jalen Hill missed a completely open layup. Passes back to the top, Campbell. Slides it over now, left corner. They're going to dribble, reverse hand, gets blocked, and that'll be a blocking foul by the Buckeyes. Zed Key picks up the personal. Clock will start with 15:29, and Kyle Young is out of this game with his mouth being worked on right now with a tissue by the training staff, as he is bleeding from the mouth, as we're going to go on a media timeout here. 15:29 left to go. Oof. So, 44-44 also in the second half right now in this timeout. Yeah, that gotta hurt. Ouch. Ain't good for Kyle Young there. Sending my thoughts out to him. There's only one player in this game, by the way, that's in double figure scoring. That's Cody Riley with 10. Out of the entirety of this game, it doesn't matter who's been playing. And as far as today, it's just been spreading out the basketball. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, worst duo in football, Roger puts out, and he doesn't like any of the New York teams. This game today has seen, okay, that's 8. So 8 different players have scored for Ohio State. And for UCLA, they have had 9 players score. So it's been 17 different players that scored combined in this game. That's pretty good. Everybody getting touches of the basketball. Johnny Juzang was key early. He had a quick 6 points, but there's been nobody that's been able to break out. It's going to come down to who's the best player in the court. That's the thing. And we have yet to really see that today. They just look so even. Nobody has really been able to break out as far as scoring here today. Quick scoreboard update for college basketball. Oregon got the victory over Portland, 80-41. Virginia Tech up against Coppin State, 31-19. Miami won against Jacksonville, 73-64. And a great day for college basketball. Tulane ends up being 5-1 with another victory today against Grambling, 77-65. So we get right back into here. 44 even is the score with 15.5 left to go. First free throw. UCLA at the free throw line knocks it down. And Oklahoma taking on Houston Baptist. We'll keep you guys posted there, as that is a tight game. Second shot good at the line. UCLA it's going to be Ohio State basketball. Hey, thanks so much for stopping by, Jason. Really appreciate it, man. And for you too, man. Glad to have you on the channel once again here, brother. UCLA gets the rebounds. Bruins going to dial up a 3, and they knock it down. That is good from the perimeter as they extended their largest lead up by 5. This is part of a team run 9-1 in the last minute and a half here for the Bruins. 3-point shot goes down by Jaime Jaquez. So they were looking for a rising star in this one, and UCLA trying to find it with Jaquez now, as he's got 7 points. Ohio State top of the key. Moves it over inside into the post here. Pass off the cutter. And that will be a foul. Gets rejected. But the blocking foul picked up by Jalen Hill, as the clock will start with 14:40. It's going to send Musa Jallo to the free throw line, shooting 2 for Ohio State. First one, no good, missed it. Jallo second shot, and no good, missed it. Hit the front rim, offensive rebound. Ohio State going to get fouled once again, and it's by Jaquez this time. So he picks up his third personal. It's going to be 2 more shots here by the Buckeyes, and they went 0 for 2 that trip for a team that's been great this year at the free throw line. Came into this game just under 78%. 2 free throws here by Zed Key. First one, got it. Jalen Hill going to check out of the game now for UCLA. Second free throw off the back rim, and UCLA comes up with a rebound. 4-point game. 14.5 left to go. Bruins basketball takes it past half court. At the left wing is Tiger Campbell. Puts into the hands here Jules Bernard. Passes over left corner perimeter. Back outside to the top. Tiger Campbell has it. Burst of speed, and that's going to get blocked here. Ohio State has it off the block by Justin Arns. Here they go. Drives into lane. Walker floats it up. No good. There was contact. No foul. Rebound. Goes back to the Bruins. UCLA. It's been 3 for 4 here in the second half. Comes to shots from the perimeter as they started out 0 for 2. And that one's going to go down inside in transition for 2 by the Bruins. 51-45. 13-40. Left remaining. Ohio State pass into the post as they're going to put it up left baseline. They also get fouled. Buckeyes going to go to the free throw line, shoot the and one coming up by the freshman Zed Key. Able to get possession there as he was guarded by number 2 for the Bruins, Cody Riley. Free throw is good. 51-48. 13-40 left to go. It's going to be Bruins basketball. UCLA takes it past half court. Tiger Campbell, right wing perimeter. He dribbles top of the key. Moves it out left corner. Bernard dribbles. They're going to roll a foul. It's going to be picked up by E.J. Liddell, and now he's in foul trouble. A lot of foul trouble. He picked up his 4th personal. 4th personal by E.J. Liddell, and he's going to have to substitute out of the game just as Sewing comes back into the game. Sewing playing with 3 personals. So that's not a good sign here for the Buckeyes. We still got 13.5 minutes remaining. She's doing okay. I haven't seen her in about a month. What was that? What was that shot right there? UCLA, terrible decision. Chris Smith floats it up, and what was that? Oh, it might have got blocked. That's the thing, but they said it's out of bounds by Chris Smith. So Ohio State gets it back. We're hanging in there. My grandfather just passed away last week. So we're hanging in there. I haven't seen my girlfriend in about a month since I've been in quarantine for the past couple of days, and I had people at my workplace test positive recently. Bounce pass off the cutter, and it goes out of bounds. Ohio State had a chance to put this to a 1-point game, and they turned it over the baseline. Very few turnovers, 12 combined. 7 for Ohio State, 5 for UCLA. Both of these teams doing a great job this year taking care of the basketball. UCLA top of the key, Tiger Campbell. Dribbles now towards the right wing. Campbell doing a great job today. 4 assists to 0 turnovers for the point guard. They put it up. It's no good, and we do have the ball gets tapped out of bounds, I believe. Missed jumper at the right baseline for UCLA. Clock will stop with 12:42. Yeah, definitely behind the arc fan. It's been just a really tough year. UCLA inbound, a wide open 3, and when you get separation like that, you hit it down from the outside. Big perimeter triple right there. Sends it down by Johnny Juzang. Kentucky could have really used him today. Right back. Ohio State hits down a triple right back by Justin Arns. 54-51 the score. We have 12:27 left to go. We're also going to go on a media timeout. Alright, media timeout here once again. Yeah, lately, Ohio State, they just having a lot of mistakes, man. Not a good sign to see that E.J. Liddell is out in foul trouble, too. So he has 4 personals, and we still got over 12 minutes left to go now. Yeah, Vegas puts out love spending the holidays with his family because that's all he needs. Nothing else matters. Always good that when you get to spend time with your family, man. Foul trouble is going to be big here in the remainder of this game, and right now that's where they get their bigs and a lot of foul trouble for Ohio State. So they get their front court and a lot of foul trouble, which is not good for the Buckeyes. E.J. Liddell with 4 personals, 3 by Justice Suing, and 3 personals as well by Kyle Young. As far as UCLA, they're doing a pretty solid job staying out of foul trouble. And Tiger Campbell, he's only got 2 points today, but he's got 5 assists. He has missed 6 shots, but he's done what he has done best throughout the entirety of the season. Tiger Campbell just take care of the basketball. It's been huge how well he's taking care of the basketball. 0 turnovers by the main facilitating point guard for this team. That he was coming into this game with 43 assists to just 9 total turnovers. So Tiger Campbell adds on to that today. He's been averaging around 7 assists per game. He's got 5 assists, 1 steal, no turnovers. UCLA as a team, they don't turn over the basketball often. And Ohio State just hasn't been able to force turnovers from them today. Very smart with the ball for UCLA. That was a big 3 by the Bruins a couple minutes ago by Juzang, and Johnny Juzang is really broken out so far. So nobody, by the way, nobody has scored double digits here for Ohio State. For UCLA, it's going to come down to who's the top star, I believe, in this one. And right now, that's Johnny Juzang. 13 points for him. 5 for 9 from the floor, and he hit his first 3-point shot. So he started out early. He's getting back a couple moments ago with that huge 3. We get back to action. This Bruins basketball by 3. Still a lot of time left to go. 12:15 remaining. They have it at the top of the key with Campbell. Moves it over once again to Chris Smith. Chris Smith driving. Now into the key here. Smith passing. Back outside to Campbell. 12 minutes left to go. 8 on the shot clock. Campbell moves it out. Left corner. Oh, nice pass. Juzang spots up. Couldn't get it though. Hit the rim short. Rebound right back to Ohio State. 11:50 left to go. Buckeyes move it over to the left corner perimeter. Inside the post, Musa Jallo going to put it up, and he traveled. Refs are actually going to say held ball here. Mick Cronin coming on, and he thought it was a travel. Yeah, everybody for UCLA signaled a travel, and the refs had called it as a held ball. Possession arrow, Ohio State. So, very, very lucky. There's going to be another media timeout taken here. 11:46 left to go. Very lucky for the Buckeyes. So Vegas wanted to always travel out to Laos, but because of this year, he couldn't here with the virus. Trying to travel next year. Hopefully, you'll be able to do that, man, next year. I really hope that we'll be able to do international traveling back soon. That's cool behind the Eric fan. He has been out to Vietnam. That's near Laos. That's awesome, man. Alright, college basketball today. Let's see, Baylor. Let's see, yeah, Baylor won against Kansas State 100-69. So, Kansas State just got obliterated today by Baylor. What everybody was guessing. Oklahoma able to extend their lead against Houston Baptist 64-54. California looking good. So if Vaughn's out here, his California Golden Bears looking good. They're up against Cal State Northridge 61-36. Oh, that's cool. You got family out in Vietnam. That's cool, man. Temple finally playing their first game today, taking on New Jersey Institute of Tech, also playing their first game today. And Temple leads by 10, 64-54. NC State got the victory, 69-50. Vaughn's never been out of this country, it appears to be. I've only been to Niagara Falls, Canada, in Ontario on the Canada side. That's the furthest I've been out of this country. So yeah, Cal looking good today for you, Vaughn. $54-51 the score. Roger like an NJIT out there since he's from Jersey. We got 11:46 left to go. It's going to be Ohio State basketball. They got lucky there. I thought they got called for the travel at first, but the refs said held ball possession. They're going to pass it. Ooh, almost deflected. They do. They're lucky to get back to basketball here in their front court. Ohio State puts it up. That's no good, and rebounded by UCLA. That was just a not useful possession there for the Buckeyes. That was almost intercepted at first. That was just a dangerous possession to start out. Pass inside Akita. Nobody was guarding him right there, and a major slam dunk going down. Johnny Juzang with an assist, and Jalen Hill just throws it down with authority, flushes that one with a two-handed jam. 11:15 remaining. Do I think Bama will kill Florida tonight in football? I'm going to actually go with an upset and take Florida for that one to make it interesting. I will take an upset tonight. Ohio State had into the post, and Jalen Hill going to pick up the personal. The clock will stop with 11:08. UCLA able to show it off a couple of cuts to the basket where they've gained separation, got wide open. First free throw, that is good by the Buckeyes, by Zed Key. Kyle Young coming back into the game. If you guys are new on my channel, spike the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub. Ring that notification bell if you'd like to be notified here about future play-by-play live streams as I cover basketball and behind your basketball. Second free throw, no good off the mark. Rebound, UCLA. Uncharacteristically, Ohio State is 8 for 14 at the free throw line. That is way below their season average of 77.7%. It's only 57% right now. UCLA looking to hand it off, they do. Drives Johnny Juzang into the post. Puts it up, no good. Tipped around, they're going to find an offensive rebounds. Jules Bernard gets it. Left baseline, he dribbles. Bounce pass to the left wing. Moves it out to the top here. Drives. Burst of speed inside. Couldn't get it. It goes wide to the rim and rebounded by the Buckeyes in a 4-point game. 10.5 left to go. This has been a great game tonight. It's really dropped in the scoring here in the second half, though. Buckeyes. Moved around the right wing. Dwayne Washington. 18-13 in favor of UCLA in the second half. Buckeyes will turn the corner, floats it up, and that's good for 2. Bucket goes down by Dwayne Washington Jr. 2-point game, 10 minutes even remaining. Bruins take it past half court. Campbell with the basketball, moves it out to Bernard, left wing. As he is guarded by Jallo, pass over top of the key to Chris Smith. Smith looking to pass it, puts the ball back into the primary point guard handler hands here. Tiger Campbell at the right corner. Moves it inside. That'll be a jumper. Floats it up good. And the key for 2 by Jalen Hill. UCLA back out by 4 once again. 58-54. 9.5 left to go. Buckeyes ball. Ohio State bounce pass top. Oh, Campbell almost came in with a steal trying to chase down with a wide open 3. Buckeyes. Way off the mark. Missed it by Jallo. And the ball gets tapped out of bounds too. With a personal picked up late on the rebound. Also, it's charged to UCLA. So UCLA picks up the personal. It's going to be by Jules Bernard. That is the 7th personal of the second half here for UCLA. So Ohio State's already in the bonus. First 1-1, Buckeyes hit it. So Ohio State here in the bonus Zed Key. Going to shoot his second one coming up for the freshman. Jalen Hill going to check out of the game now for UCLA. Also, Tiger Campbell comes out in the game here. It's going to be Kyman and Singleton. And both of those go down. (58-56), 9:21 left to go. Zed Key will check out. UCLA now has the basketball. The Bruins will take it past the half-court logo. And bad decision there. Pass gets intercepted. Here goes Ohio State 2-on-1. And they will get contacted and fouled. Going back to the free throw line is going to be Musa Jallo shooting 2. Singleton with a bad decision picked up the personal. He comes into the game off the bench and just tried to force in a pass there to Bernard when he's completely covered. Made no sense why he decided to do that pass. So for a chance to tie it up, here goes Musa Jallo shooting 2 at the line. He hits the first one. So this is the Ohio State team that we knew at the free throw line. Second shot coming up here. Oh man, I hear you, Behind the Arc fan. 12 hours from where he is out in Australia, out in Melbourne. Wow, that's a long flight for sure, man. Free throw is no good, second one. UCLA gets the rebound. Jaime Jaquez passes to the top of the key. Puts it back to the left wing over to Singleton. Moves over left baseline. Double teamed is Riley. Kyman passes over to Singleton, and Singleton going to get pushed down and fouled by CJ Walker. Walker commits his second personal. It's going to be 2 shots here at the line by UCLA. Number 34, David Singleton. First free throw, that's up, that's good. 2-point lead. Second one, got it. 60-57. Walker's able to put that ball now into the hands of Dwayne Washington, able to take it past half court. We got 8.5 left to go as we approach that mark. Back over to the top to Jallo. Passes over left wing, Dwayne Washington. Bounce pass now, left elbow. Over into the hands of Liddell, and he's going to take the jumper. That's good. Good shot right there by EJ, able to get that one to fall. This has been a good one, 1-point game. UCLA dribbles past half court. David Singleton with the basketball. Why is he handling the basketball right now for Singleton? I have no clue. They need Tiger Campbell out there, which they don't. Jaquez puts it up left baseline. No good. Rebound back to Ohio State. Singleton just not looking comfortable during that last possession dribbling that ball. 7:50 left to go. This is the matchup here for Ohio State. Great game indeed, Bill. This is the matchup here for the Buckeyes to take. They got Liddell on the court currently, their best player. This is the matchup here. Dwayne Washington has it. He dribbles, stop and pop jumper, top of the free throw circle, almost rattled out. Kyle Young going to come up with offensive rebounds. Back outside to Jallo, pass over top of the key. Dwayne Washington has it. 7.5 left to go. Young over to the left wing to Walker. Walker has it, moves it over to Young, wide open, jacks it up. No good, rattled out again. 2 chances there from 3 on that possession and could not get it. And Ohio State picks up a personal along the way and a rebound by EJ Liddell. 7:21 left to go. EJ Liddell, by the way, is just fouled out. That is painful when your best player is just fouled out of the game. Ouch. Oof. 60-59. We're going to go on a timeout here, but I remember when Kentucky earlier today, when they had their best player, Olivier Sarr, foul out. Yeah, I think that these must be the same officials. I can imagine these are probably the same officials that just called the Kentucky UNC game. That was terrible. Terrible officiating, and once again here, it's been ticky-tack calls all over the place. So UCLA right now, they don't have anybody in foul trouble. They got Riley and Hawkes with 3. They got 2 starters with no personals, with Chris Smith and Tiger Campbell. For Ohio State, they got fouls all over the map. They got 18 as a team, and Liddell just fouled out. Up next after that, Kyle Young and Sewing. There are 2 other bigs that's got 3 personals each, and Seth Towns, he's received very little playing time today, but hasn't been able to score at all. I know he must be on a minute restriction, but for in this game, you gotta need Seth Towns for this game. You need to play Seth Towns, and he's barely even played today. He's receiving his first minutes of action earlier in this game. Alright, scoreboard update. If you guys are just tuning in, Syracuse is losing to Buffalo, 27-21. So that is what's going on right now. Syracuse losing to Buffalo with about, it says 15 minutes left to go in the first, if that's true. Just going to double check there. It might not. Maybe my scoreboard didn't update. No, yeah, that's not true. 7:48 left to go in the first. Yeah, that scoreboard just didn't update there. Didn't refresh. But still, Buffalo up against Syracuse, and Syracuse at 5-1 this season. That would be an upset. That one's at the Carrier Dome, too. So 60-59, we have 7:21 left to go, and UCLA with Cody Riley. He's going to go and shoot 1-1 bonus at the free throw line. First one's good. Second free throw, no good, rattled out. Rebound, Ohio State. So Buckeyes now with the basketball. They're going to take it past half courts. Puts the ball into the hands of Walker now. Largest lead of this game has been 6 points each by both of these teams. 7 ties, 7 lead changes. Walker dribbles. Has it, shot fake into the key. They're going to move it right back outside, though. Dwayne Washington holds it. 9 on the shot clock, 7 minutes even. Washington dribbles, drives inside. High arcing shot. Got it to fall off the glass. Guess what? We are tied up here. 61 apiece in the great one today. 6:45 left to go. Anybody's ball game right now. UCLA has the ball into the hands of Jaime Hawkes at the left wing. Dribbles towards the right here. Tiger Campbell, primary ball handler. He is currently on the bench. Hawkes, no good off the shot, faking the key. Too strong off the glass. Rolled around the rim, and it got tapped out of bounds by the Buckeyes. So UCLA gets a break. They're going to get back the basketball back with 6.5 left to go. Yes, Syracuse's defense has been really suspect. They almost lost to Bryant. They barely survived their first game against Bryant. So their defense, they can score a lot of points. They got a lot of scores in their team, but they just are really suspect defensively. Pass inside underneath, and that is good for UCLA off the inbound. Cody Riley able to get behind the Buckeyes defense for 2. Buckeyes have it. Walker moves it out, right wing Jallo. Jallo going to hand this one over to Washington. Washington right baseline dribble. He is crowded underneath, and the Bruins going to commit a personal. So Musa Jallo able to dribble that right baseline, and it's going to send Ohio State back to the free throw line. That's the 9th personal for UCLA today. Cody Riley going to take a seat on the bench. He picked up his 4th personal for UCLA. Or it's going to be Dwayne Washington. Yeah, Dwayne Washington here at the free throw line. He's got 10 points today. Just over 6 minutes left to go. First free throw coming up by Dwayne Washington. And he got it. So he'll have a second one here, part of the bonus. Yeah, definitely need Seth Towns' help for Ohio State for rebounding. Because now that Liddell is out, they need more players definitely to step up in the boards now. Second free throw, able to get the luck of the bounce there. That's good. So perfect 2 for 2 that trip by Dwayne Washington. This is a tie game as he's going to check out of the game now. Substituting in, number 3, Eugene Brown III. He had a big 3-point shot from the right corner earlier. Under 6 minutes left to go. Back into the game is Campbell. They get their point back. He's yet to turn it over today. Ball at the top of the key here to Jalen Hill. Puts it back to Campbell. Pass over to Hill here, left baseline. Backs his way in there. Hill swarmed by Key. He's going to take the jumper. Gets blocked up in the air. Big defensive play by the Buckeyes, by the freshman Zed Key. Now here goes Walker. Takes it past half court. Passes right corner. They take a 3 and they knock it down. That's why you called upon him. The freshman Eugene Brown shining in the biggest of lights right now. Hits down his second perimeter triple of the game. 5:20 left to go. Campbell, right baseline dribble underneath. He's going to dribble all the way around here at the left wing. 35-13. Yeah, and there's still a lot of time left to go in that game. Bill is destroying the Broncos. Almost lost it. Gets it back. UCLA, mid-range. Floats it up. That's good. Chris Smith right there knocks it down. It's a 1-point game. This one is a good game. It's going to come down to the wire. Oh, man. Sports Expert took the Broncos. Oh, jeez. Ohio State pass around the perimeter. They had an assistant test positive yesterday, so they couldn't even do a practice before yesterday's game. Buckeyes now have it at the left elbow. Ohio State, they've made their last 2 shots, looking for another one. Oh, nice passing, right corner. Knocks it down, nothing but nets. Indeed, Sports Expert. Downtown Eugene Brown hits down back-to-back perimeter triples. That one is good. Ohio State by 4. It's going to lead to a Mick Cronin timeout taken here by the Bruins. Ohio State getting hot lately. On a run. This part of another run. They got perfect 3 for 3 on their last 3 shots from the floor here for the Buckeyes. We're going to get back after this. 4:27 left to go. What a game. What a game between these two teams. With Liddell out, I really thought that the Buckeyes would have cracked under pressure right now. And this would have been UCLA's game to shine. But for the Buckeyes to sustain this, it's been impressive. 8 for 20 from 3, 53% shooting. This has been impressive offense today. So right now in a timeout, Cody Riley, the only one in a lot of foul trouble for UCLA. He's picked up 4 personals. Him and Johnny Juzing both got 13 points, tied for the leading scorers. Ohio State's leading scorer, that would be Dwayne Washington. He has got 12 points. 9 by E.J. Liddell as he has fouled out. E.J. with only 3 rebounds today. UCLA plus 6 in the glass, 32-26. Eugene Brown coming in, he has been clutch. He has got 9 points in 6 minutes for Eugene Brown, all from corner threes. Jose here, he is happy now. He's talking to his girlfriend on the phone on video. He is not sad. Good to hear, man. That's awesome. Scoreboard update. Virginia Tech leading Coppin State 40-28. Oklahoma up against Houston Baptist 82-65. Trying to close that out. That game was really close, about 10 minutes ago. And California, they showed up to play today. Vaughn must be happy about that as Cal up against Cal State Northridge 80-43. Temple got the first victory of the season, 72-60 over New Jersey Institute of Tech. That means that only a couple more teams have yet to play so far. All of the Patriot League plus DePaul. DePaul has yet to play a game so far this year. Syracuse is getting destroyed by Buffalo. 39-27. And this is not the Buffalo team from 2 years ago with head coach Nate Oates anymore. He is at Alabama. And yeah, that's embarrassing for Syracuse. You're at home. You should be winning against the team from the MAC, and no, you're losing by 12. And you've given up you've given up 39 points with 4 minutes left to go in the first half. There's just no defense for Syracuse. It's inexcusable. They've been good some of these games this year, and then just when they've played against smaller type of teams for the mid-majors, they just play down to their opponents. And that is very embarrassing for Syracuse right now. They're in a lot of trouble early on. So we get right back into action here. Ohio State off the inbound, or UCLA off the inbound, going to get a quick bucket. That's good for 2. 69-67. Ohio State has it back. CBS didn't even bring us back to the game in time. They put the wrong score on the board. They put 71-65. Ohio State jumper, no good. Offensive rebound, that's good. Puts it up and in, back for Zed Key. He's having a solid game here, grinding it in the post for the freshman. He's got 11 now. Zed Key, perfect 3 for 3 from the floor, along with 6 rebounds. Leading rebounder. Bruins have it. Top of the key, Bernard moves it over left wing. This is going to be Campbell. Campbell, oh, nice dish right baseline. UCLA puts it up, no good. Too strong off the glass to get an offensive rebound. Going to pass it back, set it up. 3.5 left to go. Left corner 3. And that hits the rim short, no good. A rebound, Ohio State. CJ Walker there. Got the rebound for the little fella. Able to come up with it for the 6'1 guard. Walker takes it past half court, slowing it down. 3:10 left to go, 20 in the shot clock. Walker dribbles towards the right wing. Moves it back to Kyle Young. Young dribbles towards his left. Hands it over now. Over to Eugene Brown. Brown pass over to the top to Jallo. Jallo moves it over to the right wing. Walker has it. CJ dribbles now. Floats it up. There's contact. UCLA picks up the personal. It's on Tiger Campbell, and that is his first of the game today, defending CJ Walker. Point guard comparison for this one. CJ Walker, 4 assists, 2 turnovers. He's got 6 points. Tiger Campbell, not been able to score today. He has been shut down. 1 for 9, only 2 points. That is it for Tiger Campbell. He has got 5 assists, but no turnovers. He came into this game 43 total assists to just 9 turnovers. First free throw, Walker hits it. So both of these points definitely know how to take care of the basketball. Cody Riley going to check back into the game here for the Bruins. Heading out towards the bench, number 24, Jalen Hill. Looks like Jose is happy here, talking onto the phone with his girlfriend today. That's great, man. That second free throw, that's good. 73-67. Ohio State starting to pull away, hitting their last 4 out of 5. Part of a team run, 12-4, last 3:15. UCLA driving into the paint, and they're going to get fouled. Alright, so the Bruins here are going to send to the free throw line Tiger Campbell. Shooting 2. At the free throw line here, 80% shooter. At the line of season, no good, missed the first one. And that is a personal on Musa Jallo, so that would be a second. That free throw, and he got it. So 5-point game. 73-68, 2:40 left to go. Big thank you all for stopping on by for the triple header today. Glad to have you guys on the channel here for being a part all throughout the day today. Bounce pass, Kyle Young sends it over into the hands of Zed Key. Having a great performance today for the freshman. Right baseline, Key couldn't convert on it. Too strong off the glass, deflected out of bounds. Ohio State's bench said it's touched by UCLA, and the refs agree with that and say it's out of bounds by the Bruins. Mick Cronin disagrees along the bench. So Ohio State will get the inbounds. 2:24 left to go, and Walker's going to send that one all the way to the backcourt. They are lucky there. Tiger Campbell almost came up with that as Musa Jallo able to trail back just in time to find the basketball. They put the ball back into the hands of Dwayne Washington at the right wing. Washington has the edge of the Ohio State logo. Dribbles now top of the key. 2:05 left to go. Washington, 3 straight away. No good, rattled out, rebounded by UCLA. What a hustle play, diving bodies on the ground all over the place. Who's going to have it? Minute 58 left to go. This is a huge call by the refs. Held the ball. Possession arrow goes to the Bruins. Wow. What a play. Cody Riley came up with a rebound, tried to pass it out, and Kyle Young deflected it, and then bodies colliding all over the place after the basketball. Tiger Campbell was the one who was down on the ground with the ball, and the possession arrow and the tie-up went over to the UCLA Bruins. So UCLA catches a break here. They're going to have it with under 2 left to go. Here goes UCLA. 5-point game. The Bruins, by the way, also in the bonuses I update here, in Ohio State in the double bonus. So UCLA has the top of the key. Passing now to Hawkins. Shot fake. Guarded by Walker. Mid-range jumper. No good. Couldn't get it. Pinwheels out of bounds. Deflected out by the Buckeyes. So UCLA, another break as they're going to get another inbound coming up. Johnny Juzang to pass it off. Puts it into the hands of Riley. Riley hands this one over. Campbell has it. Pass over left corner. 3. No good. And that's going to go out of bounds. Hit the top of the backboard. And Johnny Juzang missed it. Johnny Juzang started out hot. But he's going to substitute out of this game here. So coming into the game now, Jules Bernard, number 1. Heading in for Johnny Juzang. Minute 36 left to go. And Buckeyes by 5. They're going to have the basketball. Ohio State gets the inbounds. Ball now to the hands of Dwayne Washington. Plays Flames. Welcome to Stream Man. Who do I think's going to win? Illinois, Rutgers. I'm going to take Illinois tomorrow. Even though Rutgers has been great at home historically, I'll take Illinois. Steal there by Ohio State, and they dive right after the basketball, and another held ball possession. Tie up there right at half court. This one's going to go to the Buckeyes. Great hustle play by Kyle Young, able to find the ball that he had possessed before. Tiger Campbell almost had the steal. That was close. If you guys are new to this stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub. I cover play-by-play here, basketball, NBA, college basketball games, and behind the arc basketball. Minute 18 remaining. It's going to be a Buckeyes timeout, it leads to be. And yeah, both of these teams have been scoreless. UCLA is yet to score in 3 minutes. Ohio State has yet to score in the last 2 minutes, 35 seconds. So yeah, right now we're just on a timeout currently, and we're going to get back into this one, and it will be Ohio State basketball when we get back in. It looks like this as far as the fouls, 10 total by UCLA compared to 8 total fouls in the second half by Ohio State. Foul trouble, E.J. Liddell. He's been sitting on the bench for a while as he has been fouled out for the game, 5 personals. After that, though, 3 by Justice Sewing, 3 by Kyle Young. For UCLA, in foul trouble currently, that would be Cody Riley with 4 personals and Jaime Jaquez with 3 personals. So this is going to be Ohio State basketball. They're going to get the inbound right at half court along the far side. Yo, what's good, Edwin? Appreciate the man for stopping by. Hope all is going well. Sorry to hear that, Bill. So, we guessed the wrong thing, it looks like. I'm shocked that Ohio State's been able to sustain this. 3-point shot, no good. Rebound, UCLA. Here they go on a 3-on-2 for the Bruins. Pass up to the right wing, Campbell. Drives now inside, floats it up off the runner. No good, hit the front rim, and it's going to be a defensive rebound. Ohio State with a huge rebound at the right corner perimeter. They have it in the backcourt, and UCLA going to pick up a reach-in. Number 1, Jules Bernard picks up the reach-in. Clock will stop with 51. Do I want Tyreek Hill to have a good game tomorrow? No. No. I'm probably playing against Tyreek Hill in fantasy. I think I am, so no. 51 seconds left. Dwayne Washington coming into this game, 16 for 17 at the free throw line. He is a perfect 2 for 2 today. He's got 12 points, and he's going to shoot in the double bonus here, 2 shots for the Buckeyes. These are 2 crucial free throws. And when it comes down to free throws, that's where I think the Buckeyes would have the advantage here. And he extends it, 6-point lead. He's just automatic at the free throw line this season. 74-68. Free throws really cost the Bruins today. Even though they're 18 for 24, so not terribly bad at the free throw line. It's just Ohio State made it difficult for them to convert on shots. Second shot, that's good. 7-point Buckeyes lead. UCLA needs something urgency here. at the left wing. They still got 2 timeouts left to go as well. 1 timeout left for the Buckeyes, 2 by UCLA. Catch and shoot 3. Right wing is way off the mark. That is no good by Johnny Juzang. They should put the ball into the hands of Chris Smith around this part of the game. He's not even in there right now. Number 5's not on the court. Buckeyes have it, and that's going to be a UCLA personal picked up by Bernard. So, once again, Ohio State will go to the free throw line, and UCLA is 0 for 6 in their last 6 shots from the floor. Disappointing for the Pac-12, nevertheless. Pac-12 is off to a rough start. Big Ten has just had the upper edge over every single conference this season, and this would have been a statement for the Pac-12, and UCLA, this is disappointing for them. They had a chance to get some momentum here as the Buckeyes hit the first one by C.J. Walker. And him and Washington just so good together at the free throw line this season. C.J. Walker headed into this game 32 for 33 at the free throw line. And hits down both of the free throws. That's good, the largest lead for the Buckeyes today. UCLA fumbling, stumbling on the ground with the basketball, able to get it, left baseline, puts it up, and that's good for 2 by Riley. 7-point game with 17 seconds left to go. And a timeout taken by Mick Cronin. Yeah, Sports Expert puts out Ohio State always dominates in conference play, but when non-conference play, but yeah, when conference play starts out, Big Ten's absolutely stacked. Big Ten is just really stacked. They'll probably finish around like 500 if I had to guess, just because of in the Big Ten, because of like how stacked the conference is this season. Something near that, or maybe like a couple of games above 500. What's good there, Dakota? Welcome onto the stream, man. He almost got both of these predictions right on this stream. Wow, it's awesome, man. Yeah, I was far off. I did not see Ohio State scoring 77. I really didn't. And they are dangerous. If they find this type of offense and also get a healthy Seth Towns back, which it was good to see that he played today, limited minutes, but without E.J. Liddell, did his teammates, man, step up in a big way. Ohio State gets the inbound, double teamed. They're going to get out of it. 10 seconds left to go. UCLA is not even going to bother to foul. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. What are you doing, UCLA here? 4 seconds, 3, and Ohio State going to just dribble it out. UCLA called a timeout, didn't even bother falling with the remaining 17 seconds left, and this game has gone final just like that. Ohio State able to get around UCLA and dribble out the entirety of the clock. Wow. Statement win for the Buckeyes in this one. The Big Ten absolutely superior. And for the Pac-12, this is just really disappointing. Very sad for the Pac-12 because UCLA will not be in the top 25 anytime soon, especially with a loss like that. They suffered their second loss of the season. Ohio State able to bounce back from their loss earlier this week against Purdue, and the Buckeyes with a big win today on neutral court, 77-70. So that's a wrap here, everybody. Thanks so much, guys, for stopping them by, being a part here. Oh, jeez. Oh, geez, sorry to hear that, Alex. Oh, man, sending my thoughts and prayers out to you, man. Jeez, so sorry, man. Oh, gosh. So sorry, brother. Sending my thoughts and prayers out to my man, Alex, at the end of the stream. Dakota here. Dolphins going to beat the Patriots, he predicts tomorrow, 27-17. So that's a wrap here, guys, to the stream, everybody. Ohio State gets the victory, 77-70, the final. Before we sign off, big thank you out to the channel members for being a part here. So big thank you out to Jack and Jason for our 2 channel members out here on Behind Your Arc Basketball. Feel free if anybody's interested to join the channel membership here on Behind Your Arc Basketball. Thanks so much, guys, for stopping by. Ohio State with a W by 7 over UCLA at the CBS Sports Classic. As that's a wrap. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night, everybody, as this is Behind Your Arc Basketball.